Hello everyone, this is Ramirez with Tidewater Renaissance Fighting Arts, and today I have a review of a custom piece, and that's right here. So this is the Siggy King. It is a custom Siggy King from Siggy Forge, obviously. The one main difference you'll notice right away is that it does have all brassing on all the hilt components. So we have a couple of things here that are worth noting that are differences from the basic Siggy King, and this is the regular, not the shorty. And so why don't I go over those first. Now, first off, this is not the basic pommel. This is their swiveled pommel. Also, the ring guard, it has two ring guards on it. So this is a double ring guard in brass as well as a brass pommel. Normally, the Siggy King has a cord wrap. This has a leather wrap on it. It is a wasted handle. So these are all upcharges from the basic model. I believe the basic model goes for around 440 euros. This one in its completed form is 770 euros. So it is quite a price jump, and probably it's one of the most expensive combinations you can get. This was something of a gift for time in the HEMA community for myself, so I went kind of all out. It does have a tip on it. I put gold tape on there to kind of match the rest of the configuration. Does not come with that. Once again, something special I put on there. As far as the dimensions, this has an overall length of 53, and I believe it's either 53 and a quarter or 53 and a ninth. It is quite large. The blade is 39.8 inches. I know you're saying, well, why isn't it just a straightforward 40? And I believe that is because when you put the cap on there, it does turn out to be a 40-inch blade. And I think this is smart on the part of Siggy because recently I read the requirements for a tournament, Queen's Gambit, that I'm going to in North Carolina, and their size requirements for blades is a maximum length of 40 inches. So by giving you just slightly under 40 inches, and once you put that tip on there, you have the 40 inches and still passes regulation for that tournament. So that's not a bad idea. The Siggy King as a whole is, like all Siggy products, highly flexible. And I've come to learn that I really do like that because there's really no question when I thrust into someone, because you do see that flex that the thrust has been made, and it makes for some dramatic images in terms of you see someone and they're stabbed and you can kind of see this huge bend, but you're actually not hitting with that much force. This does flex very, very easily. Also, the wider blade, it is more of a sword shape, and that does give it a different feel. When you have correct technique and alignment, it does tend to move a lot better than a lot of other fitters out there. I do really like that. That high flex does mean it's a little thinner towards the tip, the weak, but it also means that at the strong you have a lot of power. And once again, I really, really like that in the techniques that I'm using. It's sometimes a little, if I'm out there also because it's 40 inches and does have that great degree of flex, you won't have as much power at the tip, but if you're someone who is fighting anything where you're utilizing that strong, that much wider blade does really, really nice in terms of protecting you. Also, I have noticed that while I've had other people say that they don't get any burrs on the blade, I do, but they're very, very mild and very easy to take out. Now, for those of you that have been following me, I've been using the Drages Fetter from Chablowski, and that one gets some pretty deep gouges, especially on the edges of the sides. I don't really have that problem with the Siggy King, so that's another kind of good thing going into why should I get a Siggy King. So once again, this is a custom piece, so this is not what you would get if you just ordered the Siggy King directly from Siggy Forge. It did take a while to get, and I suspect with the current economic situations, it might take longer. I ordered this in August of 2024, and it arrived in, I believe, mid-March of 2025. So kind of take that in mind, that if you're looking to get something for your next couple of months, it may take you a good deal longer, and it may end up being a little bit more expensive. Even though this was already expensive, I thankfully got it before any of the economic craziness that happened. So once again, this is Ramirez with Tidewater Renaissance Fighting Arts. We're based out of Norfolk, Virginia, and if you are interested, we'd love to see you here, and I will see you in the next video.